the test squad, right? So, of course, right now we're playing our 4D test championship. Um, Many of our players would have returned on a high from the Australia series, having drew that 1-1, right? Um, but we see most of these guys are already playing. Alzar not playing because he plays so much cricket around the world. But Tej Narayan is there in the 4D championship. Kirk is there. Alec is there. Cobham is there. Greaves. Greaves. Da Silva. Sinclair is there. Haven't seen Kimar Roach.
I think he's playing county cricket. I think he was
Playing
playing
county
what? County.
cricket.
Right, please
County
go.
cricket. Moti's there. Shamar Joseph resting. I haven't seen Akeem Jordan. Zachary McCoskey is there. Tevin Imlak is there. Brathwaite is there. So their majority are in the 4-day regionals so far. I haven't really watched the games. All I've been doing so far is I've been able to listen to commentary. So I've listened a few commentary. I've listened to, of course, Sports to the Bone, and I've listened to Caribbean Cricket Podcast. They've definitely discussed what's happening so far. And Davian, so have you seen the game now so we can talk about it? I haven't. I've
Uh,
only listened
all
to,
right. So
I've only
I've
listened.
not really per se like watched the game like fully, but now and then I watch like a session and see what's going on. And personally, for the batting, I'm paying more close attention to the new batters, more recent ones who are making runs, the ones who have been there over 5 years and who have been in and out of setup. I'm basically ignoring those players. I basically see them as first class bullies. Mhm. Yeah. The top scorer so far, Mikhail Lewis, he's an opener batter. He made 2 centuries. It's very rarely you see a batter in the fourth original making 2 centuries.
But it was in the same match, so you can
Right.
really read into it.
Well, I would read into it because it shows consistency, right? And that his style of play is suits that type of pitch and basically took advantage of it.
Is it the
So,
pitch or was it because combined campuses and college is just the worst team in the tournament? I
well,
think that we're gonna have to talk about that as well.
they're the worst team in the tournament, but guess what? Other teams play them, and none of their players achieve that feat.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
every team have beaten them. That's the point, and they're
oh,
giving away lots of runs.
right. So, Mikhail Louis, also, yeah. Well, the same with the competition. Well, for this round, third round, we see more batters making big centuries. We didn't really see that in the first round and second round, so that's good for the tournament. We see more games going to the fourth day with more than one results being possible. So I'm looking forward for the fourth round to see what it brings. And
No,
he, mhm.
no, you can't go ahead.
And I'm very excited about the under 19 players who actually debut for respective country. I'm a huge fan of Joel Anjo. He made the
Definitely.
under 19 ICC team, right? And the first his first game was very rocky, but the second game he actually made a half century. We would definitely have to keep a close eye, a very close eye on Joel Anjo. Very close eye. If he continues like this, I'm very sure he will replace Tevin Imlach in the squad as a reserve
Whoa,
keeper. Yes.
whoa. So
So that's what
you're pushing up the under 19 kid in the big squad.
right, definitely.
I don't know. Forcing him. He plays with Jamar Hamilton. I think he bats at 6 and Hamilton is batting at 5. And I think Mikhail Louis and Kyron Powell opened in that game recently.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm not um to push him ahead of it's unfair. I don't know. I don't. He's batting at 6. I would like to see more. get a run in West Indies A
Or
before I would want to see him for West
or A
Indies.
team. Okay.
Yeah, let him play like some West Indies Academy matches, then some A team matches. I don't want to see the young king get thrown into the fire like with Teddy Bishop. Teddy Bishop shouldn't have gone to Australia. And now look at his first experience out for a duck, being bowled by Josh Hazelwood. Look like he can't, but people wondering why was this guy selected for West. I don't want that to happen to Joel Andrew. So I just think that we shouldn't rush him, let him gradually develop. But let's get into the batting, right? So the last time we had our discussion, we said that there's some spots that were up for grabs
Right,
going to
definitely.
England. So
Right.
last time we said that Tej Narain is not fully
The-
secured as the opener. The
Right.
reserve opener, Zachary McCaskey, is not fully secured. You said that Kurt McKenzie is secured. I don't think he's secured, but you said you think he's secured. I know it sounds a way that I don't say it's secured, but I'll explain that soon. Alec, did you say Alec was safe? I don't remember. I think
No, I think
not
it's
safe.
not safe.
Not safe. Kavem Hodge, he said
Yeah,
he was all right.
he was
Justin
right.
Greaves,
Not
we were
safe, not
talking
safe.
about, yeah, we were talking about Holder coming back immediately, taking him out. Sinclair, do you think Sinclair is safe?
Yeah, they may say with a half century and
Yeah,
debut against a world
that's
class. Wow,
yeah, yeah.
wow, he's very safe.
All right. Then Tevin Imlach, he said, was not safe. You're
No,
even
he's not
putting in
safe.
Joel Andrew.
I'm putting Joe
Budakesh
Andrew.
Moti, do you think he's safe?
Wow, in all honesty, is bowling the red ball thus far has not.
In quality leg spin and quality off spin. I see we have tons of left arm spinners in the region, whether it is Joshua Bishop, whether it's Ashmead Ned, whether it is Warwickon, Gudakesh Moti. We have so much left arm spinners coming through the ranks, and I'm not seeing enough off spinner. So we're gonna have to do a separate video on that, and we need to do some detailed analysis in the numbers of our off spinners versus our left arm spinners, Akil Hussain and so forth. And why is it we're not producing off spinners, but we have so many left arm spinners and we have no left arm seamers? So I don't know. That's something for us to look at. But all right, let's actually chop it up. Let's start with the batting. So with the batting, of course, Mikhail Louis, he's at the top of the runs tally so far.
Two
Um,
centuries.
2 centuries, but they were both in the same game. So I
Right.
don't really want to read too much into it yet. It was in the same game. And then if you look at the other 4 innings, take out those 2 centuries, the other 4 innings, you're looking at like 100 runs. Then it's back to the normal, averaging 25 or thereabout. The next best run scorer is the old boy. He is 36. Jonathan Carter, 320 runs, batting at number 5, averaging 64. He also has a century and 250, so he's a bit consistent as well. Um, then Kevin Wickham from Barbados is next, averaging 62. So I want you to talk about those. Let's talk about the top 5 batters. I want you to talk about who has impressed you the most in that top 5, top 6.
All right. So, well, for the top six, I would say the persons who impressed me the most. Well, Kevin Sinclair, wow, he made an impressive century, 165. That's brilliant. Brilliant batting. We know that he can bat, but that was an excellent counter attacking innings. Very proud of that. We can. He bats at number 5. Wow, but averaging over 60, a strike rate of nearly 80. With the red ball cricket, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. So those are the two players in the top 6. I'm really impressed by. Well, Mika Louis, well, in all fairness, he just really won test, really let his stocks look so wonderful. So I have to see what he does in other games.
Yes,
And
four more
because
matches. So let's see.
so right, for wow, for hmm, for Hodge, even though Hodge is way down on the list,
Only two
uh,
matches. Remember, he missed, I think, the first game.
right, I'm impressed by that not out of 158. So we look at we see where a couple guys have top score in the 150s. This is really good. Chadwick Walton, he has a 150 plus score. Kevin
Combined
Sinclair,
campuses and colleges.
right, we're true. Hey, right. Kevin Sinclair has a 150 plus score. We have Kevin Hodge with a 150 plus score. We have the captain of Barbados and for West Indies cricket team with a 140 plus score. So we're seeing guys putting up their hands to really bat long. So yeah, but the two new players, Michael Lewis and we're not new, but relatively new. Michael Lewis and Kevin Wickham. I'm keeping a close eye on those two players.
All right, now we're gonna have to talk about Wickham in a bit, but let's talk about Michael Louis and others. I want to talk about opening spot. So we said that our two openers, the reserve and Tej Narayan, they're not safe to go to
Right.
England. They need
Mm-hmm.
to turn up with some performance. So let's look at openers. Mikhail Louis, um, 343 runs, averaging 50 odd. Good. The next opener, Chadwick Walton, averaging 48, but all of his runs came in that one game against CCC. The next opener, Solozano, averaging 71. He's looked good. Really, he's looking good so far. Only 150, but the other scores are definitely consistently in the 30s and the 40s. Solozano. And our next best opener, well, opener's not doing too well, but I'm just gonna throw in somebody's name. Um, Zachary McCaskey, not looking too good, averaging below 20. So I guess these are the three openers we're gonna have to talk about. Mikhail Louis, Solosano, Chadwick Walton. And at the same time, I'm gonna throw in the old boy Kyron Powell. He only played one game and he got a half century, a 64. Right? So in the second innings he was injured. So we'll focus on just the one inning so far. So Kyron Powell, Mikhail Louis, Chadwick Walton, and Solozano. If it's a shootout for those four, with Tej Narayan and Zachary McCaskey, who are you favoring so far to say
Also,
they'd be
I'm going with Solozano. Yeah, I'm going with Solozano. It shows consistency, and we definitely need a batter who we know that can let us do 1 hour of batting without losing any wicket. And I think Solozano gives that option.
all right, fair enough, and he's looked good so far with starts. And he's the only one that has really been consistent so far. No disrespect to Mikhail Louis, 2 centuries, a 50, and he also got that 30 odd batting with Kyron Powell. So Kyron Powell got the 64, and I think he made 32 in the last game. But Mikhail Louis looks good, making a run for it. Do you think he has a chance to sneak out even as Zachary McCaskey to be a
Yeah, yeah,
reserve?
yes, he does. Yes, he does. If he performs against the better teams in a tournament, then surely yes. I love this. I love the new players coming in and really challenging the more established players. Because sometimes players are more established, they get complacent. And I
But
really
Zachary
think,
is not established. Zachary McCaskey is not established.
true. I refer more to T. Chandapal. Because
He's not really established either.
he has got a couple games well. I mean, we're making a team, establishing the sense that when a team was created for a couple series well, apart from Craig Rothwich, his name was sure to be written down. So I want once players are in form and they have good game plan, let them play. Let them play.
All right. Now, Chadwick Walton, do you think if Walton can amp it up a bit, get some more runs? I know he just had that one big innings. Do you think Chadwick Walton can get a go in Test cricket? Because he
Well, I,
strikes at 70 naturally. He's gonna go at it. What do you think on Chadwick Walton? Um,
well, honestly, he has all the shots in the book. But my issue with Chadwick Walton is his batsmanship. He needs to show display his proper batsmanship and more often. We need to see more consistency in that. I mean, I've seen him bat, and he looks so in good tune, and he gets out to a nothing delivery. Right, he has that tendency, and I really don't like seeing batters being set and being out to nothing deliveries. And when I think about Walton, that comes straight to my mind. Him giving away his wicket. He does that a lot.
definitely, definitely. But let's talk about now Kyron Powell. He had that 64 65. Batting with Mikhail Louis, they had a 50 plus run opening stand as soon as he returned to the team. And he looked very positive. He looked very good. Your thoughts on Kyron Powell, if he has a big season, what that could mean for him? And would you give him a recall, given that
I
we
would
need
give him
a
a recall why we need more batters in our test team who is proactive. We're playing against England first. He comes to mind is Buzz Ball. So we play
exactly
defensive cricket.
Basman.
Right, right. We see in the India series, Jays Wall. I mean, he's the most proactive
Very
of the
proactive.
Indian batters, and I was seeing where he's actually the point of difference between the two teams. So we
Exactly.
we need a positive left-hander batter at the top. Yeah, I mean, when we see teams winning, test teams winning games, is always due to the presence of a left-hander aggressive batter.
And
So
we noticed that as you're saying, definitely we need that attacking intent, or not necessarily being attacking, positive intent against the more established test teams. We notice in England, England prepare a lot of flat tracks now, and they
right,
bully opposition. Like even Australia, they almost beat Australia in the Ashes at home. It was very close. Australia had to be fighting to survive. Yeah, so West Indies to take on Bazball, we need that positive intent up front. Brathwaite and Chandapal, definitely, they're both not gonna cut it. It's not gonna work out. So yeah,
well,
Powell is
yeah, well,
likely.
to be honest, having a Powell, a Kirk Brathwaite, a Kurt McKenzie, and a Alec Athanaze at four, wow, that's a very dynamic batting lineup.
Now, as we said, the next guy who's not so safe is our, well, according to you, that is Davian is our number four, Alec Athana. So let's push and go further and look at guys who bat at four in the runs chart here. As I said, I'm not really watching the games, I'm more listening to commentary. So I know that Jonathan Carter, I heard he was batting at five, um, averaging 64. Could then bat at four, so that's possibly a challenge for Athanas. Sunil Ambris, he's not so old. Sunil Ambris is like 30, 31. Um, Getting among the runs, he's consistent so far. Morrison as well. Jermaine
I think
Hamilton, bats at five,
Morrison bats at um he bats at number seven. I think Morrison,
bats at
Romain
seven. So he's
Morrison,
out, then he's out.
right, bats at seven, right.
Gooley bats at three or four for Trinidad Red Force. And Shamar Brooks. Well, Brooks so far averaging 28. So let's not call Brooks' name. But let's look at guys challenging Athanas then. I'll throw in even Casey Carty. So far we're looking at Jonathan Carter, Sunil Ambris, Jair Gooley, and Jamar Hamilton. He bats at five, but then possibly could bat at four. Um, Your thoughts then on those guys to challenge Athanas?
Well, you see, Arsenal is so done. Well, you see, yeah, I just think Arsenal just needs one innings, good innings to really get going. So,
He got a
wow.
50 out in the last game.
Right,
So
a good thing about it, it was not scraping. It was punchy, with a punchy innings.
yeah.
So, wow, I really, I'm tempted to stick with Arsenal's one more series. Right, but if I don't see any good returns, then I'll wait till he has a very good first class season.
To be
But I think
honest, I'm in favor with the old boys. I think having a Carter or a Ambris, I think they have international exposure. I think right now they're learning their game, and I think if they're consistent through this championship, they would do very well for West Indies against England. And I would look at one of them to say, listen,
I,
one of you
I,
guys can be recalled.
I'm going more with Jonathan Carter, where he's a left-hander batter. I like having a left-hander batter at number 4.
Definitely
Yeah, most.
reminiscent of a Darren Bravo or a Brian Charles Lara or a Shanda Paul, keeping in tune with our success mold or model for success has been to have a left-hander at 4. So quite rightly so I agree with the Carter. But I like Sunil Ambris and I think if he keeps making some runs, you never know. He could get a recall. Your thoughts on Jai Gooley? Is it possible? It doesn't look too shabby. Jai Gooley, the man from Trinidad.
My thing is strike rate. His strike rate is on the lower spectrum, 40. Wow. Yeah, that's my issue with Cody so far. We win in England. We don't need to bat time. It's runs. Runs is what matters the most. So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Most match not going to 5 days.
right, exactly. So yeah, I'm going after players who strikes over 50. Yeah, those are the players I'm looking at.
All right. So basically, so far, opening spot is being pressured. So Tej Narayan and Zachary, as you pointed out, they're being pressured now by Mikael Louis, and they're being pressured by Kyron Powell, and they're being pressured by Jeremy Solozano. Those are the big three. Walton can come in the picture, but those are the three they're being pressured by. So let's see. Alec Athanazi just said he is safe. Haji is safe. So now let's move on. Well, I don't want to skip over wicketkeeper batsmen. So let's talk about the last position in terms of batting up for grabs.
Tevin Imlak.
Tevin Inglack.
Wow,
Yes. Let's look at our
wow.
wicketkeeper batters. So wicketkeeper batters, Jamar Hamilton averaging 35. That's decent for your wicketkeeper, especially given that he's batting at 210 runs. Good
So
so far from him.
Romain Morrison. Wow,
Romain
he's
Morrison,
for example, he's trying some form. High score of 97, 2 not out. Strike rate of over 75. But in all honesty, I love when my rookie keepers have the ability to counter attack, bro. So yeah, so Romain Morrison and Jamar Hamilton and Joel Andrew, those are the 3 players who are most likely challenging a Tevin Imlak.
it's so sad Shane Dowrich has retired because I think he would have gotten straight away the go ahead. But Joel Andrew, this is your boy here. Nice young man, 2 matches, 4 innings, averaging 38, which is very good. 63 strike rate, which is decent, and he looks very good. Apart from being out for a duck in that first innings, and a little bit of nerves, the next 3 innings he has bounced back very well. So those three definitely, as you said, fighting for a spot. And let's see which one of them will replace Tevin Imlak. The race is on. Tevin Imlach definitely should not go to England. Who do you want to see? Who do you want to see? Let's comment. Who do you want to see in England?
Well, I'm pushing Joel Andrew. I know you say he wanted to go on A tours and have more,
Yes.
but I'm excited about him. He made the ICC Under 19 team of the tournament, and West Indies Under 19 didn't even reach the semifinals to show how impactful he can. He is very counter attacking. To the mere fact that he's counter attacking, wow, yes, definitely he'll be able to match Basball.
Yeah. As we're talking about basketball, I'm in favor of seeing somebody smash the ball to the boundaries. I'm in favor of Jamar Hamilton. I just think his power, his style of play against basketball, against Ben Stokes, gonna be bowling. Maybe he'll be back to full fitness to bowl by then. Um, Against Ollie Robinson and on these flat pitches, I think Jamar Hamilton can destroy them if England prepare flat pitches. If it's more swinging conditions like the usual that we usually see in England, then I'd be in favor of Joel Andrew. But for now, I think it's flat pitches and it's going to be lots of runs. I think Jamar Hamilton is better suited.
I think the problem why flat pitches why because we have excellent pace bowlers, Azal
Yeah,
Joseph, I have
Shamar
Shamar Jones,
Joseph,
right?
Kimar
So
Roach, Kyle
and Kemar
Mayers,
Kyle Myers, right? So
Jason Holder.
they know that bowling is your stronger suit, so they're going to want to negate that strength by providing flat pitches and batting us out of the game.
Yeah, definitely. But let's now look at the bowling. So just to go back, bowling, guys that are not safe. Justin Greaves, more a bowling all-rounder. We already established that Holder, once he's back, he gets in ahead of Justin Greaves. So now we got to
Right.
talk about Kevin Sinclair, Kimar Roach, Moti, Hakeem Jordan. Shamar Joseph is safe, so we don't need to talk anything about Shamar Joseph. He's safe. But let's look now at the bowling. And so far, we notice spinners, apart from Jeremiah Louis, seen a bit of him for St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. But so far, the bowling, Jamel Warrican at the top, spinner. Ashmead Ned, third spinner. Raheem Cornwall at 5, spinner. So 3 spinners in the top 5. What's going on? Why do we have 3 spinners in the top 5?
It's very simple. The batters they're not playing spin properly. I mean, I watched the game, part of it Barbados Pride and Jamaica Scorpions, and I saw Warrican took 2 wickets. One of them, the batter basically chipped the ball down to long on. He stepped out, just a chip, and then next wicket I see Lira Log basically trying to inside out Warrican over long off. So the batters they do not trust their defense against spinners, and they play these ridiculous aggressive
Attacking
shots,
shots, yeah.
attacking shots, and they get out. So I mean, a lot of those 2 wickets.
Basically, negate the spinners' numbers in a real match situation. Those would have been singles against top quality team. So
Exactly. So our players that our spin bowlers look way better than what they actually are.
fair enough. So far you're saying Gudakesh Moti is safe despite Warrican's numbers, despite Ashmead Net's numbers, despite Raheem Kamal's numbers. Gudakesh Moti
I
is
think
safe.
Raheem Cornwall, he's giving a bit of a run for his money. There no when Raheem Cornwall is match ready, I've seen quality batters say that he's a off spinner who can challenge both edges of the bat. Right.
Definitely.
So
So you're
right.
saying
So
Cornwall, he's
Raheem
leading
Cornwall.
the way so far,
You're
possibly to
right.
take out Moti.
Right, exactly, and he can bat as well.
Well, we already have Kevin Sinclair who can bat a bit. So I don't think they would play Cornwall because he can bat, given that we have Sinclair, who's now the more established all-rounder as, the off spinner who can bat. Let's talk about the seamers now. Hakeem Jordan not here. Kimar Roach not here. Jaden Seals, we want to see him back in the team. But if we look at who's dominating, it's the medium pacer, Jeremiah Louis. We see Ryan John also bowling well, averaging below 20, which is always good. 17 wickets for Jeremiah Louis, getting lots of new ball wickets. Ryan John, Shamar Springer as well, Pete Salmon, and Lisa Phillips. Those are the only guys we can talk about, really. So your thoughts, which of these seamers has impressed you? And
I would say
could any of them replace anybody in the current setup?
I would say Akeem Jordan. Why? Yes, he bowls extreme pace, but English
Hakeem
bowlers
Jordan, he doesn't bowl extreme pace. He's a medium pace who swings the ball.
oh yes. My bad. My bad. Yeah, so I'll say I really love the idea of having a left arm seam bowler as variety to the attack. And I really think Louis,
In Test cricket, does that really matter?
not that much, but I mean in condition that was really swing, very pronounced swing and see movement, it helps. It helps to have a left arm swing bowler. So with that said, I would say Louis. It's basically the possibility he could pip Hakeem Jordan because he offers something different with the ball.
Uh, I don't know. I need to see more games. I'm not impressed with any of the seamers so far. I know they're getting wickets to showcase. I remember seeing uh, I remember seeing Anderson Phillip getting one of the West Indies Cricket Academy batsmen out in the first over, caught down the leg side, trying to tuck one off his hip. I've seen Ryan John get a couple of wickets. I'm saying it's a bit fortunate. So even though they're getting wickets, I don't see any seamer in the squad apart from Kyle Mayers and Jason Holder returning. I don't see any of them doing anything enough to replace the guys. I just think so far it's just Kyle Mayers and Jason Holder. They'll walk back into the team.
Yes, I think with Kyle just older, their style of bowling, the English players, they will
Yes,
struggle against. They definitely
exactly.
struggle against that type of bowling. Definitely struggle.
Definitely. So now in closing, we have to talk about one man. He's called Casey Carty. He is established player now in the ODI team. According to our lead selector, that we're investing in him. He also has been given a central contract just to play white ball cricket. Would you look at trying Casey Carty in test match cricket, and how would you fit him in your squad?
Wow, I really think they should have tried him in the red ball setup first before promoting him. In all honesty. All right, let's see. Well, so far he has played 2 games. He has 1 half century so far. Wow, a bit difficult.
Not
How
much from
quick.
Casey Carty.
Right. He has not really impressed that much, honestly. But his list A numbers are a bit better than his first class record. His
Let's
list
say
A
that's
average,
some 50 over cricket there, so not to look
right,
into that either.
right. So right now, I'm not trying Casey Carter for the red ball setup. Till I see some big scores from him in the first class cricket. Yeah.
Definitely. All right,
But
so
he is one of our few touch players. One of the few person when he bats, he keeps the ball on the ground very early in his innings. So I like batters like that. Keep it very simple. He is able to give you risk-free runs.
Yeah,
He doesn't need to take any big risks for him to get the scorecard rolling. Right. He rotates his strike pretty well. So he has a lot of good traits. So I think he soon make the test team. We're probably waiting on him to be more consistent in the white ball setup.
definitely. But now we have to talk about guys now that are playing a lot of T20 cricket, but many would like to see them in the test setup. So I'm going to throw out a few names.
Nicky P.
Brandon King, Brandon King, Nicholas Puran, Shimron Hetmeyer, Shea Hope. Irrespective of these guys not being able to partake in our first class um, regional 4D, do you see any of them? And I can even throw on Casey Carty. You see any of those five possibly able to sneak in and make the team to go to England? Any of them do you see?
Wow. Let's see now. Let's see. You said I'll say Shea Hope. You see, Shea Hope has the highest chance of making it. Yeah, I think Shea Hope has the highest chance.
Shea Hope. So they heard it, viewer. Shea Hope. Would you bring him back then as your wicketkeeper batsman reserve? Or are you bringing him into the team for maybe a Alec Athanas?
Wow. Oh, you're dropping Alec Atanas for a while. That's a big move, to be honest. Big move. Wow. I'm bringing Shea Hope as the backup wicketkeeper option and possibly play him at the bottom. Yeah, I think that's a better move. Play him as the
Okay,
backup
so it's
because
really for Tevin Imla.
right. Terry Imran not going to make the not make the team unless Joshua De Silva is injured.
Definitely. And I think Joel
Right.
Andrew or somebody should still be ahead of Tevin Imla.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
fair enough. So they heard it, viewers. We're looking at the 4D championship so far. We're just about almost halfway. Three matches. All teams have four more games to go. We're not talking about who's dominating, whether it's Winwoods or Leewoods and then Barbie. We're not talking about that. We're focusing on how best our players can come together now to put together the best squad to take on England in the summer.
And
So
before you go, remember that the England is organizing as a 3-day game where all the best players, the coaching setup, will be playing. So this is a good opportunity for practice. I mean, I have a feeling that England really want this series to be very competitive. So they're doing as much as they can to let that happen.
definitely, but I think England should be wary based on what we did in Australia. Our batting might not be clicking, but the bowling certainly is up to par. And if our
Yes.
fielding is ready, and if Joshua De Silva don't drop any catch, then I think that we can very much upset the English. So
I really think the key for us winning against England is consistently scoring 300 plus runs. We
definitely,
our border attack, wow, our border attack definitely will do well. Want to see a 300 plus score? They will do well. They will do well because it's well varied. Our border attack in Test cricket is among the best. Is high up there in terms of quality.
definitely. So, Davian, in closing, I want you to know just state your expectation or one player you're looking out for the most to make a big comeback or impact in the regional 4D that I'd really want to see them get back into this West Indies setup. One player, not two, just one.
I would say Karen Powell. I would say Karen Powell.
Karen Powell.
Yes, I'm looking
Karen Powell.
forward. I love his style of dominating bowlers. I really do, really do.
All right, so there, viewers, Davian is looking forward to Karen Powell. You can share your comments. One player looking forward to dominating this 4D. I was going to say Darren Bravo, but he's not playing for Trinidad. It's very unfortunate. I would love to see Darren Bravo making runs and getting back in the test setup. But there you have it, viewers. There you have it. Stay tuned and join us soon again, where we'll be looking at the overview of the PSL. And then we also have the IPL coming up, Davian. So we have so much cricket to talk about for the viewers. IPL coming up, PSL when it's closer to the end, we can review that. And of course, there's just so much more matches in the 4-day championship to talk about. So, Davian, it's exciting time for us. Before you go, I know we said we're going to go a little while, but I just want to ask, what's your favorite T20 league right now? IPL, PSL,
I have to
CPL.
say, I
What's
have to say, I would say IPL, IPL, love IPL, love IPL.
IPL beats CPL and PSL?
Right, definitely IPL. Wow, the quality there is high notch. Love IPL.
All right, so you heard it, viewers. I'm a little more biased. I'm going CPL all the way. CPL all the way, Caribbean Premier League all the way, because it has our players and I can sit and watch it from the start to the finish, watching our guys. But definitely Davian is right. IPL is another level. It's very good, but CPL. Davian, thank you for tuning in. Viewers, please to leave your comments. Let us know whether you agree with Davian, whether you agree with myself. Um, Leave your comments where you disagree, where you agree, your changes, what you'd like to see, what type of videos you want to see us post. Just leave it in the comments, and I leave you, Davian, to have the final word.
For the next round of the fourth original, we definitely want to see more Daddy Hundreds. Looking forward to that.
All right. All right, viewers, there you have it. So stay tuned for more. Bye bye for now.
Yeah, take care, folks.
All right.